The UFC has a serious commentary issue, and it starts with this fucking idiot right here, Daniel Cormier. This guy is the worst commentator that I have ever listened to in my entire life, and I'm here to tell you that they need to fire this man, get him out of the booth right now. The amount of absolute stupidity that comes out of this man's mouth brings me nothing but pure rage. I sit and I watch every single UFC card every single weekend. I swear to God, I'm sitting on my couch, and without fail, within 5 minutes of the first fight, I am starting to hear some of the worst analysis I have ever heard in my life of a fight given by this man, Daniel DC Cormier. The DC standing for diabetes. This fat man is so bad at commentating. It makes my blood boil. Now, I'll tell you right now, I don't have the best memory in the world, so I'm not going to sit here and rattle off a ton of just horrible instances. But what I can tell you is the few that stick out in my mind, namely recently. Two main ones come to mind. I'm sitting watching a fight, all right? Now, I understand when we're watching women's MMA, right? It's not the most exciting thing in the world. I get that. I understand. But this dude is going to sit here and talk about chicken pot pie for fucking 1.5 minutes straight while a literal UFC fight is going on a pay-per-view card. Pretty sure this happened on UFC 327 during, I think it was Tatiana Suarez versus Luby Godinez. You have a legit ranked women's MMA fighting. Again, not much going on, I'll give you that. But this man is so fat he has to talk about food on every single UFC card while a fight is going on. Nothing makes my blood boil more. There is a literal fight going on, and he's talking about food. Fuck are we doing? And then, not only that, not only is this commentary itself just awful, his analysis of fights is even worse. He's so biased towards wrestling. He has no idea what the judging criteria is in MMA, damage-based, by the way. He thinks that if a guy is just holding you up against a cage or takes you down 2 or 3 times, automatic round win. No, that's not how that works. Not only that, this guy has no fucking clue what is going on in a fight. This past weekend, an Apex card, I believe it was, I can't remember if it was Rodolfo Vieira. Can't remember if it was Rodolfo Vieira or Marcus Buchecha. They're kind of the same person in my head, but I think it was Rodolfo Vieira. Knocks down Eric McConaughey. Goes to jump on his back. He doesn't even have a hook in. He's got his arm a quarter of the way around McConaughey's neck before falling off promptly. DC yells, "Choke, choke, choke." The choke was, the submission attempt didn't even count. And this guy's screaming, "Choke, choke, choke." It's not even close to being in. He has no idea what he's talking about. You listen to his analysis, this guy literally cannot analyze a fight outside of the wrestling. And even then, it's subpar. He gives you no idea of what's actually going on, what a guy needs to do. All he does is talk shit on these fighters because they're not doing the right thing. My favorite thing in the world, is when DC sits there and he's doing the wrong thing. He shouldn't be doing that. He should be doing this. And then that thing that he's doing promptly works. Nothing better. My favorite thing is when DC is completely wrong and then gets proven completely wrong. Happens all the time, by the way. Pay attention to it the next time you're watching a card and DC's giving a breakdown of what the guy should be doing. Because it's always what he should be doing. They're never doing the right thing. He's just wrong. He's wrong all the time. Get this man off of the analyst desk. Get him out of the commentary booth. Remove him. What sucks is that he is on every single card. Every single card. And he will continue to be on every single card until he's like 70. We've got like 30 more years of Daniel Cormier feeding us absolute slop into our ears while we watch the UFC pro. On every card, it's just him talking about food and giving incorrect analysis of fights. I can't take it. Get him out of there. Get him out of there. I'm so done listening to him. And we all know it too. We all watch these fights and we're all like, oh my God, what the fuck is he talking about? I would rather watch a muted UFC card with no commentary than listen to this guy talk. That's how bad it is. But you know what? He's not going anywhere. But the one hope we do have, is that our boy, Baldy himself, well, Baldy number 2, Mr. Joe Rogan. Maybe we can get rid of him soon. Look, I love Joe Rogan. I like listening to Joe Rogan talk. I think he's an interesting guy. But goddamn it, he's also just awful. And you can tell he's lost his spark for the sport. He doesn't give a shit about what's going on. And it's so obvious when you listen to him speak. When you listen to him commentate these fights, first of all, DC's partner in crime talking about anything but the fights that are going on. And then, man, God, his legs hurt. Oh, he can't walk. His leg's done. I mean, it's old. It's a trope as old as time. Is Joe Rogan talking about the low kicks? We get it. The low kicks hurt. But goddamn it, stop talking about them. And the steel cups. I mean, there's a million things that Joe Rogan says every time he commentates a card. At least Joe Rogan's only on the pay-per-views. But, I mean, the biggest example of it was just the Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira fight. I mean, Ilia Topuria puts Charles Oliveira out cold, knocks him the fuck out. And what does the phenomenal analyst Joe Rogan have to say? Out cold. Just like he said. Out cold. Zero enthusiasm. Like he's not even surprised. And some of us weren't. But goddammit, somebody just got knocked the fuck out in a main event. Charles Oliveira just got knocked the fuck out in a main event of a UFC pay-per-view. And you're going to sit there. Out cold. Bro. That shit pissed me off to no end. Especially the fact that he's talking over John Anik. This is the biggest thing, is that he just absorbs the microphone. You are not, as a color commentator, which is what he is, you are not supposed to absorb the microphone in the biggest moments. You leave that to the main commentator, who is John Anik. John Anik is giving his whatever you want to call it. Charles Oliveira, out cold. Ilia Topuria. Like, he is the one who's supposed to be commentating those moments. It would be no different than an NBA Finals game. 30 seconds left. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. And Doris Burke butts in and goes, he hits it. Ruining a moment. That's what Joe Rogan does. He ruins moments on that mic. When Max Holloway knocks out Justin Gaethje at UFC 300, you can't even fucking hear what John Anik is yelling about because Joe Rogan's just like, ah, 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 just screaming like a fucking idiot in the background for like a minute straight. And yes, we all had that reaction, but bro, come on. You're ruining a sports moment that'll live in history by you just screaming. And I can't take it anymore. Get these morons off of the desk. John Anik is a great commentator. He's got a good voice for commentating. He's got good one-liners. He has his moments, though. I won't lie. And I can live with John Anik on the desk. But these two idiots, Joe Rogan and DC, they gotta go, man. They gotta go. Bro, and I know Michael Bisping is not like the best commentator in terms of his content, but at least when I watch a card that is commentated by Brendan Fitzgerald, Dominic Cruz, and Michael Bisping, I am getting the most in-depth analysis of what is going on in that fight. What the fighters are doing well, what they could maybe be doing better. There's no condescending put down of, I can't believe this fighter's doing this. He's such an idiot for even doing this. Can't stand that, DC. They give actual analysis of what's going on in the fight, and they leave the actual commentary during the big moments to Brendan Fitzgerald, who again has a fantastic commentating voice. I would love it if we grabbed those two and made them our main commentators. Because also, another thing is those post-fight interviews. Daniel Cormier is just, oh, it's abysmal. It's so abysmal listening to him give these interviews post-fight in the octagon. I mean, his questions are awful. He hardly lets the person speak. I can't take it anymore. Get him out of there. Michael Bisping at least is enthusiastic, asks good questions, and lets the fighter speak and hypes them up. DC puts him down. For instance, Jackson McVeigh, little fun trope he plays by doing an Irish accent in the last fight. And DC gets in there and he's like, "You're not Irish, bro. You're not Irish. Knock that off." Shut the fuck up. Just let him do his thing. It's corny. Let him fucking be corny. Fuck you for interrupting that. I can't take it. I can't take much more of Daniel Cormier and Joe Rogan in that damn booth. And unfortunately, we just gotta fucking wait for either Dana White to retire or those two to die to get them out of there. So, you know what? I know this video will do nothing, but hopefully one day, we can have actual good commentators for big cards in the UFC. Until that, I'm just gonna, no, whatever. Anyway, y'all have a great peace out.